Good noon friends, dear students, viewer. Today we are discussing about farm export product related oriented or related distance education courses which are being taken up by our university IGNU with the help of School of Agriculture, and also we are involving several other agencies as well. So in the first session we have described the growth of economy in India, growth of Indian agriculture production and Indian agricultural commodity export scenario of our country. What are the barriers which are creating hindrance in exporting our produces, agricultural produces particularly, to other part of our world, in the world. As well as we have also discussed about the sort of standards which are internationally acceptable for exporting any product from any country, that standards required to be matched by the process or the product so that it can be exported across the country. And we have also discussed the growing demand of organic farming. In fact, we were discussing this aspect, so we would like to take up this issue. We have discussed about the demand of organic farming, organic producers from our country. We have discussed about the status of organic farming in our country. We have also discussed about the type of produces which are organically produced from our country and being exported from our country. So now I would ask to Dr. P.K. Jain, what are the certifying agencies in the field of organic farming are available in our country, so that our farmers as well as the exporter can approach them and get their produce certified. Bis they can also get educated themselves through these agencies, that what are the parameters, because sometimes it is not known to the farmers, to the exporter, that where to approach. Suppose they have produced the crop, now they want to export it, but they are not knowing what are the standards, who could certify our product that it is safe or it is not safe, or you require this sort of improvement, like that. So friends, Dr. Jain will elaborate all those things about the agencies. Dr. Jain, can you show please through slides so that our viewers can jot down all these agencies, and also tell the where they are located, in how many countries they are operating, where is the headquarter. In our country they may not be from our country, they may be from other country of world. So please elaborate these things.
Yeah.
Can you show through slides please?
Yeah, Doctor sir, we have very agencies now in India. The most of one is EPEDA. EPEDA is certifying the organic food and creating awareness and educational program also. The EPEDA also supporting the IGNU in developing the various program in this regard. The IMO Control Limited, this is the Bangalore-based company, has a office in 50 countries.
Achha.
This is the non-profit organization for certifying the organic products. Other is SKA, International India headquarter of this is in Netherlands, operating in the 25 countries. Then SGS India Private Limited, headquarter of this company is in Switzerland and has 40 offices in the world. SGG India Private, Escort India Limited also has one of the certifying agency, and the headquarters in the France, operating in the 56 countries. Leconte Game, headquarter of this company is in Germany. The inspection and certification agency has to be accredited in importing company to export the certified organic produce.
Thank you, sir, Dr. Jain. In fact, I would like rather to ask to Dr. Jairaj that please sir, can you elaborate what else other agencies or what else other organization who are supporting the agricultural, rather organically produced agricultural product from our country as well as from other countries? Can you throw some light, some detail light?
No, organic farming, of course, again, the standards for organic farming certification has been, facilitated by World Health Organization as well as FAO. And these norms are adopted by other different agencies in different countries, and each importing country, agricultural produce importing country like Switzerland or other European countries, they have slightly modified this WHO FAO standards for organic farming. And then of course, these slight modifications we will have to, our farmers will have to do. Say, for example, if we are thinking of exporting to Switzerland,
Naturally.
then the Swiss standards of organic farming, which is a slight improvement or a slight variation from the WHO FAO standards, we will have to adopt. But the organic farming standards is, of course, it's only one aspect of the problem. Now, with the opening of the agricultural trade under the WTO regime, every commodity, whether it is organic or non-organic, will have to undergo certification both at the producing countries as well as the buying countries. So these standards are being administered by respective countries' export promotion agencies. In our country, of course, EPIDA is government's, most important agriculture commodity export promoting agency. They have identified various agencies and organizations to assess the quality or look into the different aspects of production and assess the quality and give a certification.
Do they have some standards also, sir? They have formulated some standards.
These
also?
are all these standards are improvements upon the one. In organic matter, of course, developed by FAO and WHO. In rest of the commodities, the basic standards parameters are the Codex Alimentaris.
Yeah, that is, I think, basic one.
Basic one. Of course, in some countries, particularly for the value-added products, the HACCP system also is being adopted. So we, some of our farmers are already doing this. But our problem is that, we are a large country. The number of farmers in this country is very large. And if agricultural production goes up, large number of farmers will be able to produce an exportable surplus. Then we have to, our official agencies will have to get organized themselves to educate and help these farmers to export the commodities.
I think, as you rightly said, that most of the farmers are oriented to export product, and maybe some are also following the different standards set by different countries. Still, we require sort of tuning and refinement of their standards and their package of practices. Sir, I would like to ask you, please, elaborate the things which are, the EPIDA is taking up. What step EPIDA particularly, agriculturally, first you tell me what is EPIDA, then please educate us about the EPIDA's activity in detail. Because the EPIDA is one of the agencies which are involved with us in developing the export oriented agricultural curriculum or subjects. So please, can you elaborate something about EPIDA?
In our country, of course, all exports are looked after by the Ministry of Commerce. And the Ministry of Commerce set up EPIDA to specifically look after exports in the agricultural areas, both commodities as well as value-added products. So here when we say that the agriculture commodities, which of course EPIDA is also given the responsibility of looking after the export of not only the agricultural items but even meat and the live
other animal products.
Live animal products like honey,
milk
also. Fish, of course, is not given, not with EPIDA, because for fish export, there is another agency called MPIDA, Marine Products Exports Development Authority, that's also under the Commerce Ministry. That's because the marine products, of course, the environment is different and it's based in coastal areas. So there are different agencies there. But EPIDA, minus the fish, EPIDA looks after all other aspects.
Rather agriculture, we can say.
Agriculture
includes the animal and everything.
Meat, of course, all sorts of things. So of course, animal husbandry also we consider as an
part
agricultural
of
activity.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling.
So, for different, the different commodities, there are different assessing norms.
Yeah.
Which of course, EPIDA, itself is may not be able to look after, but they have designated in this particular, for example, the standards in milk and milk products. They have designated certain agencies. Right. Some of them are government agencies, some of them are private agencies. So a person trying to export, let's say, be it milk products or vegetables or fruits, they will have to keep in touch with the designated agency in that commodity and prepare the production accordingly. Even right from production to packing, they have to do accordingly. Then once the concerned agency certifies, EPIDA of course facilitates the export.
Yeah.
So this is the way it is being done.
So means EPIDA is rather a prime organization in our
facilitating
country,
agency.
Facilitating agency, yes sir. And they are looking after all the export related problems, you say, or export related activities in our country. Yeah. Thank you, sir. And it is directly under the Ministry of Commerce. So Dr. Jain, now friends, I would like to deliberate upon the before asking to Dr. Jain about what are the population engaged in agriculture. Then we are coming down to the courses which are taken up by our School of Agriculture, IGNU, and then we shall be describing other eligibility criteria and what are the requirements for enrolling in such type of courses. So before that, I would like to ask to Dr. Jain that please can you highlight about the human resource involvement in our country in the agriculture vis-a-vis the sort of educated persons involved in agriculture. Dr. Jain, can you show through slides, please, Dr. Jain?
Yeah, Dr. Human resources is the instruments for nation's development. Agriculture sector has a very weak human resource development base. Nearly 85% of rural population engaged in agriculture and is illiterate. Very less involvement in the educated people in the agriculture sector. Agriculture graduate account only 5% to total graduate in the country. Mismatch between demand and supply there is. 40% agriculture graduation, 23.5% postgraduate were unemployed in the agriculture sector.
Yeah.
So sector does not address the development of technician, pair of professionals, entrepreneurs at the rural and village levels. So there are various opportunities in the agriculture sector. The agriculture sector very require educated people because high tech and diversified agriculture is information incentives. Globalization of resources, output and information. There is a need of literate peoples. Necessity to bridge the gap between knowledge and generation and acknowledge knowledge use is more important nowadays. So focus required on the productivity, quality, entrepreneurship and diversification. We also have threats here. There is a large population in the illiterate.
You also told in your presentation.
Regional variation also is there. Rigidity of the conventional system towards agriculture sector is also there.
Yeah. Sometimes religion comes into as a barrier. Sometimes the sort of regional diversity come into picture. So these are all those things over there.
Yeah.
Now you rightly said the condition of our agricultural education, agricultural rather human resource development at present. So now I would rather look to Dr. Jairaj. Thank you, Dr. Jain. Dr. Jairaj, I think this is the time, I mean, this is the reason why the IGNOU might have taken this step to develop such type of the curriculum, because still you see the human resources available in agriculture sector, they are poorly illiterate. As the Dr. Jain told that that 85% of our rural population, our farmers are illiterate. Only 15% you see, and among the 15%, I don't know how many, only 4 to 5% as he said that the graduates who belongs in agriculture sector. So this is really a pathetic condition, and we require development of pedagogic methods, development of curriculum which are taken up by such type of the person who are living in remote areas, because you see in face-to-face system we cannot bring all the farmers, all the persons who are engaged in agriculture to educate them, because they have their own limitations regarding their agricultural activities, regarding their own day-to-day activities, so they cannot be brought at a place where we can teach them face-to-face. So only, as per my view, option left is we can educate through open and distance education. Now I would ask to Dr. Jairaj that please elaborate about the rather it's some sort of throwing light that how the distance and open rather ODL method or open and distance learning can be really effective in propagating the ideas of agricultural development among our such a huge community.
Thank you. I will like to touch up right at the beginning of the issue. It's beginning of the issue itself.
Right.
That the agriculture sector and agriculture education. As Dr. Jain pointed out, that the human resource base in Indian agriculture sector is weak, because of course in our country, nearly 60% of the population is engaged in some sort of agricultural activity for a living. But then of course, if that many number of people are involved in agriculture, we should have been very strong. But because of certain constraints like, this thing, agriculture production is not good. The main reason is that most of our farmers are illiterate, which Dr. Jain said.
85%.
85% is illiterate. And in olden days, agricultural activity was taken up mainly to look after the farmers' own consumption needs, the family's consumption needs.
Yeah, that was subsistence sort of.
Yeah, subsistence farming. Now, of course, the number of people engaged in agricultural sector is slowly coming down. The moment, of course, rural population gets some sort of education, they don't want to remain there. Of course, this issue should be examined and at some length. For example, for instance, the question is whether we need 60% of the total population of this country engaged in agriculture. Obviously, there is scope for reducing the number of people in agriculture.
One thing I would like to add, sir, that in other developed countries, it is said that the population engaged in agriculture doesn't exceed more than 3-4%.
Yeah.
So you rightly said that there is a scope of reducing the 60% to the level of convenient size, maybe 30%, 20%, or say 10% even we can go.
Yeah.
But the real issue you have really rightly highlighted, that the real issue is effective utilization. That if 60% people are engaged and still we are lagging behind in the front in the agricultural arena in the world, it is really a matter of seriously should be taken up by the government or any other agency.
In fact, the planning commission, our planners are looking into this question, whether we need this many number of people in agriculture. But of course, the redeploying people from agriculture sector all on a sudden is not an immediate, it's not an easy task. So slowly it will be coming up. But then, as the number of people engaged in agriculture is likely to get reduced, we had to add quality to the people who are listening. That means we had to educate. We had to see that educated people are involved in agriculture, so that all these new demands in agriculture, like safety standards and other things, production, the only educated people can look after that. So gone are the days when even an illiterate person and a school dropout could go to farming and this thing. These days, if you are to be successful in farming, you have to have a little basic education and a capacity to reorient that knowledge periodically to meet the challenges of the market.
Yeah. Now here is the question of, here is the point of intervening through ODL mode, isn't it?
Yeah. No. In fact, of course, what our agriculture universities were looking after the top level of the manpower in agriculture. They were producing agriculture graduates,
postgraduate,
MScs,
doctors.
PhDs, and sort of thing. And those people, okay, they may be at the giving some leadership or directional role in agriculture, but they were not coming to the field and guiding the farmers this thing. So that's why the Indira Gandhi University initiated the School of Agriculture to look after the middle level manpower need of that. When we say middle level manpower need, people, the School of Agriculture was targeting students who have passed 10th standard or completed 12th standard.
Sometimes we are also taking up courses for graduates also. But before that, sir, I would like to ask Dr. Jain that can you throw some light how the ODL intervention can take place in educating the mass employed in agriculture, and how they can be educated with the technology development, with the different sort of improvements required for the agriculture export or for the betterment of the production improvement, like that. So how the ODL can intervene? For instance, we have a sort of ICT technology, this information and communication technology, which can be helpful for propagating the idea. Besides that, what are the strength, as I asked you, strength of open and distance learning system in educating the different clientele group?
Yeah, IGNOU has a very much instrument to literate the agriculture people. The IGNOU has one of the largest university of the world in the ODL model. Yeah, it has started by School of Agriculture. It has developed a network in the 35 countries. Yeah, operating Gyan Darshans, Gyan Vanis, etc. National Resource Center for ICT enabled training and learning materials also we have. National Center for Innovative Distance Education also we have. Inter-University Consortium for Technology enabled feasible education and development also we have. ODL network including 12 state open university, about 110 distance education institutes also we have. Extensive use of satellite communication for education facility we also have. Then EduSat facility also we have.
If rightly I can point out about your discussion that IGNOU has got sufficient infrastructure to educate the unreached, isn't? Now, can you throw some light on international this standard organization which are involved in?
Yeah, we have a collaboration with the international organization. Many of them is International Council for Open and Distance Education, Commonwealth of Learning, Asian Association of Open Universities, Southeast Asian Ministers of Education Organization, Regional Open Learning Center we also have, Global Open Food and Agriculture University we also have, South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation Consortium for Open and Distance Learning we also have collaboration with Virtual Academy for Semi-Arid Topics also we have.
Okay, now thank you very much, Dr. Jain. You have really enriched our knowledge regarding what are the international agencies, what are the national agencies. National is the IGNOU, rather, of course we can say it is a national open university. It has got so much infrastructure and it can take up the courses in any area of our education, be it agriculture, be it human resource development, so on and so forth. Now the question is that if the IGNOU has established the school of agriculture, the school has some vision. Now please can you show through slides what are the visions of a school through which the school is marching ahead in respect of developing certain courses. Either most of them I know that they are related with the export oriented sort of things. So can you throw some light on the vision of a school through slides?
Yeah, first I want to tell the School of Agriculture come in existence in January 2005. After that, the school is working with a vision to extend the outreach and access of educational opportunities in the agriculture sector with the focus on rural masses, disadvantaged groups and areas to enhance the job potential to agriculture human resources, to strengthen agriculture education system through ordeal interventions.
Thank you, Dr. Jain. It is really visions which needs to be taken into consideration while we develop any sort of course or school develop any sort of course. Now, one thing I forgotten that when you described that these are the international, national facilities or organizations which are involved in open and distance learning, I would just discuss with Dr. Jairaj that if really open and distance learning needs to be taken up for the agricultural export oriented sort of developing the courses, now you can visualize that the infrastructure which are available there or the agencies which are available, I think that it is right to say that they can successfully develop the course. Am I right or not? I mean, can we discuss on these issues?
Yeah, of course. That's absolutely right. But in the coming years, to be successful in agriculture as well as agriculture export, all the different agencies involved in this activity, they have to network.
Yeah.
Then only you can be successful. So, when IGNO set up the School of Agriculture to address the middle level manpower resource development problem in Indian agriculture, many agencies came forward and started networking.
Yeah, licensing rather.
It's some sort of establishing a working relationship for the mutual benefit and good.
Yeah.
So, of course, the Ministry of Agriculture, Ministry of Food Processing Industries, the APIDA, the Agricultural and Processed Food Export Development Authority.
I think one thing I would like to supplement that I think these are the agencies which you are telling that they are collaborating with our IGNO. They might have thought the sort of development or the infrastructure which the IGNO have. I think based on that they could have thought that okay, now IGNO can develop such type of the programs. So in that way they might have thought.
No, IGNO has its own strength because IGNO is the one of the largest university, ODL universities in the world.
Yeah.
IGNO's enrollment is the world's largest. Second is the China's, I think, open university.
No, first is China, I think. Okay.
I think in number of enrollment, I think probably India has more students. In China, of course, that many number of students haven't come up. So IGNO is already strong in ODL, and that's why IGNO also decided to address this the problem on the agricultural front by extending ODL mode of teaching to the agriculture sector, so that the middle level manpower requirements can be met. So in the process, of course, the different allied agencies came forward. So we are in a collaborative, cooperation, networking mode. We are developing different programs, and with, of course, with ministries of agriculture, I think certain courses are being developed, and the Ministry of Food Processing is supporting some.
Yes, sir.
And there are even some international agencies like INBAR, International Network for Bamboo and Rattan.
Where it is located?
It is in China. Located in China. And bamboo, of course, so far it was treated as a forest commodity, harvested from the forest. But now, of course, even though, of course, the bamboo cultivation was taken up by, almost all states in India, it was not treated as an agriculture commodity. Now, of course, it is treated as a agroforestry item, which can be cultivated even in wasteland, and bamboo is very good for wasteland. So the IGNO and INBAR.
Generally, one thing I would like to stop over here. Generally, you might have seen while traveling that bamboo is available in some sort of degraded land, some sort of wasteland. It is very much, growing vigorously in such type of areas. So you rightly said that it is adaptive to such type of problematic lands.
And it has a very important role in soil reclamation, arresting soil erosion, arresting runoff soil problems. All those.
So IGNOU is developing such courses.
Because IGNOU wanted to give some knowledge, scientific knowledge for the farmers to take up bamboo cultivation and then take up its processing. Because earlier, bamboo was used only for, some little construction activity was bamboo pole. Now,
Just
bamboo is a
purpose.
high-tech item. Now it's a timber substitute. It's also a high-tech item. For example, the carbon made from bamboo has exclusive use, like, for example, in industries like water treatment, drinking water treatment.
So some sort of purification.
Purification. And of course, the fiber extracted from bamboo is the only item which can be used in reinforcing plastic for very sophisticated automobile industry. So all those things, of course, through this course which IGNOU is developing, we will be able to impart it to students so that too they can cultivate bamboo in a better way. And also they can take up the processing of bamboo or value addition to bamboo and make a better living out of bamboo cultivation.
Okay, sir, with your permission, I would like to ask to Dr. Jain that can you show some slides which are depicting the courses? First you tell what are the agencies Dr. Jairaj has told, but you can show through slides which are the agencies which are collaborating with our IGNOU in developing different courses, and then you please come down to the how many courses have been developed so far and what are the courses under planning, like that. So first you please show through slides which are the agencies which are involved in collaborating with IGNOU for development. I think Dr. Jairaj has told many of them, but through the slide we can show to our viewers so that they can learn more effectively.
Yeah, School of Agriculture collaboration with many organizations, with national and international. International, the Ministry of Agriculture, Ministry of Rural Development, Ministry of Food Processing Industries, Central Silk Board, Agriculture and Processed Food Product, Export Development Authority, APIDAs, and ICRs. International collaborations we have with Global Open Food and Agriculture University, International Network for Bamboo and Rattan, Commonwealth of Learning, International Crop Research Institute for Semi-Arid Tropics.
Okay, these are the agencies which are collaborating with our IGNOU in developing different courses. And what are the courses IGNOU has developed so far? School of Agriculture has launched rather so far.
This time School of Agriculture is offering awareness program on dairy farming and rural farmers, diploma in value added products from fruits and vegetables, diploma in dairy technology, diploma in meat technologies.
These are the courses which are
we are already offered.
They are in the market rather, one can say. So the students are enrolling. I would like to share with the viewers that the students are enrolling in these courses.
School of Agriculture this time developing many other programs.
Of course.
Just postgraduate certificate and diploma in agriculture policy, PG certificate in watershed management, awareness program in value added product from fruits and vegetable, certificate in sericulture, diploma in production of value added products from fruits and vegetables, diploma in production of value added product from cereals, pulses and oilseeds, certificates in Bombay use technologies and enterprise development, certificates in Rattan use technologies and enterprise development, PG diploma in food safety certification, and PG diploma in organic farming.
Thank you, Dr. Jain. I think one can see through slides that how many courses in different aspects the school is taking up to develop it. And I hope that I think these courses will be available shortly. So accordingly students can choose any course, student can get in any course, they can upgrade their skill, or the middleman sort of technical support can be enhanced. Now thank you Dr. Jain for enriching these things about School of Agriculture. Now I would like to ask Dr. Jairaj that since we have a course on Rattan also, so sir, can you, most of the viewers may not be knowing the Rattan as it is. Now I would rather ask to you that please tell the usage of Rattan, what is Rattan, and how this course will be an enterprising course for the Rattan working pupil or the person who wants to take up Rattan as a professional.
Rattan is, one of the, the other popular name is furniture cane. Even though, of course, it's called a cane, it doesn't belong to the cane
Sugar
family.
cane.
It doesn't belong to the sugar cane family. It's rather a palm, a climbing palm, mainly traditionally found in the forest.
Just I would like to intervene,
What
sir.
is the Hindi word for that?
No, I don't know it's Hindi, but let me tell my viewers that they can understand that furniture. मैं थोड़ा हिंदी में बताता हूँ. जो फर्नीचर घर में होता है ना बैठने के लिए, जिस पर बांस टाइप का पतला सा लगा होता है, वो उसी को रत्तन कहते हैं. इट्स स्टडी, ये बहुत मजबूत होता है और उसको किसी भी फार्म में जो है घुमा करके, मोड़ करके, टेढ़ा करके उसको बनाया जाता है. तो आप लोग घरों में भी देखे होंगे, अपने फर्नीचर्स होते हैं, छोटे छोटे सोफा होता है, छोटे छोटे टेबल उसके बनाए जाते हैं. तो इस टाइप के जो है वो रत्तन इसको कहते हैं. अब डॉक्टर जयराज सर.
Of course, rattan is traditionally a very important source for furniture, and this is a high value furniture because any item made from this is bought by very sophisticated customers, and traditionally it used to be extracted from the forest. But now, of course, in forest, of course, things are depleting. So, but of course, agriculture scientists have understood the growth possibilities, and they are trying to introduce it in, in any agroforestry areas like, rubber plantation or.
So they are bringing from forest to cultivation.
Yeah, forest to cultivation, and the scientists have understood all its cultural aspects, and we are trying to put it in a form of a course for the students, so that they can introduce rattan as a plant which climbs around a tall tree. And then it can be harvested because they can make good money. Raw material itself brings good money. And of course, if it is sold to the industry, the furniture making industry, they cure it and turn it into excellent furnitures. And there is a lot of export possibilities in this rattan furniture. So IGNOU is taking up this course. Of course, this may not have a very wide application as in bamboo, because rattan is grown only in more humid areas of the country. So it's a rattan course which IGNOU is developing. It's a course which has a lot of promises.
Naturally. Now I would like to ask one more thing, that what are the agencies which are involved in developing the bamboo and rattan course? I mean, besides IGNOU, what are else? As you told that INBAR is there. Who are else who are developing this course? I mean, is it forest-based scientists or some sort of things who are really developing this course?
No, even the sponsors. This course which IGNOU is developing was sponsored by the Beijing, China-based INBAR, and it was also supported by Commonwealth of Learning Canada, and there is also an Indian NGO called CIBART, which is popularizing good methods of bamboo cultivation among the farmers in different states. They are collaborating with that. That is the developing part of that. And then, of course, for writing the course, we have enrolled the service of the Indian Council of Forestry Research,
that is
Forestry
in
Research and Education,
Dehradun. Yeah.
And Kerala Forest Research Institute, Tricur, Kerala, and also the Tropical Rainforest Research Institute, Jorhat, Assam. And there are other small agencies who are already agencies and NGOs involved in promotion of handicrafts are associated with that.
Naturally.
And we are taking seeking the help of the resources persons from different agencies to put up a course, so that this is the first course for school level school the students who have
Yeah, I
completed the
wanted
school
to
level.
actually ask this thing. Who are the clientele group? I mean, to whom we are targeting through
Yeah,
this course?
I mean, we are targeting this for students who have completed 10th standard and maybe 12th standard. They can, of course, learn the better way to cultivate this and the better way to harvest and process this and make an income out of that.
Naturally, it will help, and moreover, it can go also to the persons who are already working in such industry. So
Yes.
can they upgrade their skills? Maybe they are using their own traditional knowledge for fabricating several, product from the bamboo and rattan. But if we are putting it into in the form of course, incorporating the recent developments, they can also enhance their skills, I think. Thank you, Dr. Jaraj. Now I would ask to Dr. Jan that the program which are in agricultural policy, as you told that it is under development, so now can you elaborate that what is this agriculture policy, to whom you are targeting like this? I think you can, if throw some light, it will be helpful to our viewers to understand this course also.
Yeah. This is National Agriculture Policy framed in 2000 and launched in 2002. The purpose of this program is to provide skills in implementing as well as framing the new agriculture policies. The target group for this is the pupils, official engaged in the implementing and as well as making the new policies for agriculture, for development, and many other persons at the level of panchayat levels, NGOs, all the peoples engaged in the implementing the agriculture policy are the target of this program.
Now, what are the agencies? I mean, where you are getting your resource persons?
Yeah,
Because
Yeah.
it is essential, because that will also a sort of information to our viewers that they can understand the level of the course, and who will be the clientele group.
yeah. Clientele group is the official on peoples, persons who want to engage in the agriculture development, national development, rural development is the clientele group. We are taking people's resource person from all over the country as well as the other international organizations. We are resource person resource person from the IFRI, International Food Policy Research Institute.
Washington.
Yeah, we have around 200 resource person for all are the leading resource person. All are the leading organizations from the leading organizations, just like IIM Lucknow, IIM Ahmedabad, then ICRs, then ICRISET, then CREDA, all the leading organizations in the agriculture sector, we are involving them.
To develop this course.
To
Thank you.
develop.
Now I would like to also share with the viewers that we have also courses on certificate in sericulture, 2 programs regarding diploma in dairy and meat technology we have already launched. The basic aim of this courses is to educate the people to keep their animal, to keep their sericulture industry in a progressive way, in a way where the technology's intervention is required to upscale their knowledge, so that they can fetch maximum input from their industry, they can earn more. Now, as Dr. Jaraj, you would like to also discuss that nowadays the concern of our farmer is to earn more. Rather, earlier we were discussing that we increase production, let's increase productivity. Now we are discussing that how to increase the earning. Now the question has come to the earning. So for earning, it is essential to have an overview of the recent development, to overview of the progresses which are taking place. So about these things, our IGNU, our School of Agriculture, is considering, and we are developing our courses incorporating the recent developments. So viewer, now we have discussed all those things. Once I would like to also summarize once that we have discussed about the progress of Indian economy with the current scenario, progress of the Indian agricultural export in recent times, what are the barriers, what are the national international standards earmarked for the certification of the different agricultural produces, how the different countries are considering importing our product, what are the policies behind this type of this system. Then we came down to the organic farming, because nowadays it is being discussed in a very vigorous way. So we have discussed also in a vigorous way about the organic farming, its status in India, its certifying agencies, which is the prime nodal agency which is looking after all the export related aspects like EPIDA. We have also discussed the vision of our school, the IGNOU's strength, and the different international organizations which are offering or developing the courses in ODL system. We have also discussed about the vision of school, the courses which have already been developed or launched, some of the courses or programs which are under preparation. So the basic clientele group is 10 pass, 10 plus 2 pass, and sometimes graduate also we are taking into consideration, or we are developing courses accordingly. So we have almost described everything we have discussed with our senior faculty, Dr. Jairaj and Dr. P.K. Jain. Both are, all three we are working in School of Agriculture, IGNOU. And once again I thank to Dr. Jairaj for such a nice discussion, and Dr. Jain for very good discussion, and hoping viewers to meet again. Thank you very much.